I now give the floor to the representative of Algeria.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let me extend my thanks to Mrs. Nderitu for her remarks. Tolerance. Tolerance, what a good sounding word in this chamber, where we discuss on a daily basis about war, conflicts, crisis, massacres, and even genocide. Yes, genocides in the 21st century. Tolerance and most broadly the culture of peace as concept and ideals are deeply challenged nowadays in this current global context. Therefore, there is a need to confer a concrete sense to the endeavor toward tolerance beyond what is contained in the Resolution 2686. And in this regard, I wish to point out the following. First, considering the principle of tolerance in Council agenda has to go in line with the different calls made by the same Council for the respect of international law and the principles of the UN Charter. In the current context of international relations, tolerance cannot be materialized while we are in front of a barbaric aggression being perpetrated by the Israeli occupation forces against innocent civilians, including women, including girls and children in Gaza and in the occupied Palestinian territories. Tolerance cannot be achieved since one of its most blatant illustrations is rejected by the Israeli aggressors, which is the two-state solution. Those who shredded the UN Charter, those who are questioning the noble role of the UN, are putting the principle of tolerance in danger. In a context where we still have colonized territories around the globe, tolerance would naturally means that the right of self-determination has to be granted to those under oppression, to those who are being forcibly displaced and silenced in Palestine, in Western Sahara, and elsewhere. Here, I wish to recall the declaration and the program of action on culture of peace adopted in 1099, which establishes that a culture of peace is integrally linked to, and I quote, realizing fully the right of all peoples, including those living under colonial and other form of alien domination or foreign occupation, to self-determination enshrined in the Charter of the United Nations. End of quote. observing the principles of international law without selectivities and one-sided angle would lay the foundation for tolerance to be materialized. Second, Mr. President, there is a need to build more bridges between the Security Council and the General Assembly on different topics, such as tolerance and culture of peace. There are multiple products adopted by the General Assembly that need to be looked at closely for meaningful implementation to strengthen the concept of tolerance. My country, Algeria, proudly tabled the resolution 72-130 that was adopted in December 2017, declaring 16th of May as the International Day of Living Together in Peace. I seize this occasion to reiterate the call contained in this resolution on all member states, organization of the UN system, and other international and regional organizations, as well as civil society, including NGOs and the individuals, to observe the International Day of Living Together in Peace. In the spirit of this resolution, Algeria condemns any discrimination, any intolerance, and any extremism based on race, ethnicity, religion, or belief. In this vein, the Resolution 78-264, adopted by the General Assembly last March, on the fight against Islamophobia, represents an important achievement that needs to be sustained. Algeria was part of the core group that negotiated the resolution on behalf of the OIC group and reiterates its commitment to maintain the momentum created through this milestone resolution. Third, Mr. President, tolerance has to be inserted in the prevention and most broadly the peace-building architecture as a central component to contribute concretely to long-term stabilization efforts. As member of the Peacebuilding Commission, Algeria fully supports the mandate of this body to strengthen the coordination between all relevant actors of international community, particularly the regional organization, in promoting the principle of tolerance. Observing and respecting this principle has to go in line with the nature, tradition, and belief of each community and society. I thank you, Mr. President.
I thank Representative of Algeria for their statement.